between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Another run here with Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A carry here for the big tight end. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 60.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 42 yards. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now,
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
Come on. Hit. 19, 18. Cut. Mike, check. 59.
Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession.